What are some red flags of a job? I was 18 when I got my first job at a small local restaurant. The owner was a middle-aged man who always seemed to be in a bad mood. He would constantly yell at us for the smallest mistakes and was extremely strict about everything. We weren't allowed to talk to each other, even when there were no customers, and we had to stand in a specific spot when we weren't doing anything. He would also make us work extra hours without pay, and if we refused, he would threaten to fire us. One day I was feeling really sick and asked if I could go home early. He told me that if I left, I shouldn't bother coming back the next day. I ended up staying and ended up passing out in the kitchen. Instead of helping me, he yelled at me for being lazy and told me to get back to work. I quit the next day. A few years later, I was working at a different restaurant and met a girl who used to work at the same place. She told me that the owner had been arrested for not paying his employees and for hiring underage workers. Apparently, he had been paying them under the table and would threaten to report them if they complained.